What was the difference in your income during that? How much money did you make when you did five installs versus now you're doing 20 installs?
I mean, shit, I more than doubled. I mean, I was just looking at pay stubs from year to year.
I went from making 300 grand my first year to clearing right around 1 million, and that's progressively gone up since then. So
Holy smokes.
yeah,
So over a 3x return while working with the program.
yeah.
So I would say like an increase of about 75 to 100%, because again, it affects present money, and it also affects future money as well. Because if you're able to provide a better client experience, people are just more bullish on solar in general, and they're more likely to refer someone because it's been a smooth process for them.
So you're telling me that working with us has been part of you doubling your income over the last 3 years?
Oh, absolutely.
I was doing about like 9 to 12, and then I was doing a lot of admin work, and I quickly realized how much time it was taking away from me, and time that I could have been spent prospecting, closing new deals, and even just by state. Like I noticed when I was focusing so much on back end issues, it would really hinder my ability to go out and stay focused on the doors. And so now that, I don't have to worry about that stuff, I mean, it frees up a ton of my time. My time is better spent on the 20% now of like the things that actually move the business and the things that move the sales. And so, yeah, I wouldn't do solar without the program, honestly.
I would say that it's a game changer. It gives you hours of quality time back that you can spend selling or with your family. And it takes a huge amount of stress off of your back.
If the plan is to scale your business, to scale any business, and I've implemented this in, not only in solar, but my other businesses, you have to be able to delegate. And having someone that's going to be able to manage these things for you is going to allow you to scale any business that you have. If you're not able to leverage other people's time and or delegate, you will never be able to scale.
Honestly, you gotta know at the end of the day that for you to be great, you have to make a jump in anything you do, And I think number one with you guys is like you have to understand the value in it, because there is a tremendous amount of value that you might be overlooking. Like, oh, I can do that. I've had plenty of people be like, well, I can do all that, but it's like at the end of the day, you're not doing it. So why not have somebody where they're specialized into doing that job and doing those little minute things, have that do that too, because it'll free you up to do more personal things, more work things, and it keeps you fully organized. For somebody like me that has like a tremendous amount of energy and I stay losing focus, it definitely helps me stay on track.
What would you say to somebody who's on the fence about investing in an assistant? Maybe it's somebody saying, yeah, that's great. This guy's doing big volume. I can handle everything now. I got to get to a higher level of volume before I invest in the system.
Yeah, that's the funny thing, is because that's kind of where my headspace was at first. I was like, I don't know if I can like justify that, because I was like, I feel like I don't need it right now. But it's just like as easy as like, everyone says like, hey, 80% or 20% of your activities is going to give you 80% of your production. And so like when you start like looking at it from like from a magnifying glass and saying, hey, like what's the most important thing I can be doing? Like you'd be wrong to say it's back end management. And so 1 hour on the doors knocking versus 1 hour back end, like it cancels itself out. Like the ROI for knocking is way, 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 way higher. And even just having a clear like mindset on the doors, knowing, hey, I don't have to go home and do 3 hours of this, that, the other thing. It became a clear choice, especially when I first started. I was like, oh, okay. It's like, that makes sense. I'm just texting, my assistant, hey, can you do this real quick? Okay, plug this in. Cool. Take that to checkout. So advice or like tips, anyone who's like on the fence or like looking into it, the investment honestly is investment into your own business. We're all business owners. It will only like help alleviate tasks off your plate so you can focus on what's most important. That's creating business.
So knowing that I have a piece of my business that is handled by someone I can trust and learn to like as well, it's it allows me to operate a lot more effectively in my business, which in turn earns more money, which in turn makes my life better. So it's so simple and small, but it's amazing when you find the right person to do the role that you need them to do.
At a period of time, I thought I could hire my own assistant and to train them. And I will tell you, it was the biggest waste of time and money I've ever spent. It was the most stressful 2.5 months. And I realized, why the hell am I paying for this when I have this program that does a better job?
If you're on the fence and you have like medium volume, for me, medium volume is, you're getting like three accounts a week at least. Like it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. Like, why would you want to do all this back end work if you don't have to? Even if you get an extra, even if your volume is kind of light, if you can get an extra hour or 2 hours a day in our profession, like that could be night and day. That could be the deal that was waiting for you. That's, a really good deal, but you weren't able to get to that deal that day because you're doing all this back end stuff and you're tired, and so it gives you more flexibility to go out and get more volume, knowing that they're gonna, she's gonna handle the back end stuff for you.
I would say give it a try, and you'll be amazed at how much it helps you to focus more on selling, and it really reduces your stress, gives you time back. It's been a game changer for me. I'm so glad that I'm using the service.
The reason why the program is so effective is if you use your time wisely and you're focused on, going to the next level, you'll have that extra time to actually focus on those things. And I'm sure for people that aren't using the program, they can look internally and say, how much time do I actually spend on this stuff? And how much money is that actually costing you? So yeah, it's crazy. I can't imagine, not having your program, honestly.